Good morning, everyone. First of all, I want to say thank you to UN Secretary General, President of the General Assembly, Executive Director of UN Women, and distinguished guest. My name is Annisa Syallsabila. I was appointed as Ambassador for UN Women 4 months ago, and it was such an honor to me. Today I'm standing up here in front of all of you. We have young generations all over the world to campaign the ideals comprising a feminist agenda. I'm reaching out to you because we need your help. We want to make this world believe that equal opportunity in gender is real. And to do this, we need everyone involved. Together, I'm sure we're going to make it happen. Although some critics argue that we are now living in a post-patriarchal world, the majority of feminist critics believe that patriarchy is still entrenched in our political and value systems. For example, there are 3 principles encompass the still present patriarchal systems. The first one is male domination, the second one is male centeredness, and the last one is male identification. Male domination refers to the simple fact that men have populated most positions of authority in major societies. I believe that critiques of patriarchy is incomplete if it simply notes degrees of male dominations. We must also note instead of male identifications because it locates our cultural values in maleness and masculinity. In a male-identified society, the activities of men underscores what is preferred, normal, and desirable. The qualities commonly associated with masculinity such as physical strength and invulnerability are honored. The qualities commonly associated with femininity such as nurturing and emotionality are undervalued. We must also focus on our society's male-centeredness, meaning that our cultural attention is mainly focused on males. For example, sporting activities represent one of many culturally significant areas where men seek and receive acclaim. Although women play sport, they do not attract an equivalent viewing audience. The rise of the way NBI provide evidence for a male-centered as well as male-identified society. The male-centeredness is so simply natural in our society. It remains unspoken. However, if one were watching a basketball game featuring female players, chances are the sex of the players would be spot like, I'm watching a woman's basketball game, thus underscoring its deviations from the norms. I believe that we live in a complex social structure guided by patriarchy. I believe this patriarchal system must change. Feminists therefore are motivated to propose new ideas, assumptions, and viewpoints, allowing for humans to realize a wide range of possibilities and promise. When female thought merges with rhetorical criticism, it is usually an attempt to foreground how gender is operating or being sculpted in particular ways by language choice. Feminists are also interested in discovering new symbolic strategies or making visible little-known language systems in an effort to dismantle current gender hierarchies. So another important part of feminist rhetorical criticism is suggesting that alternative yet equally valid forms of producing symbolic meaning exist. Although we do know that many women enlist public address as a vehicle for their ideas, we also know that women's positions in society relegate message making to other terrain. While attempting to redefine what it means to be a gendered human being, feminist rhetorical critics generally undertake one of several tasks. First, Feminist rhetorical critics note the way language is used to describe gendered ideas in stereotypical ways. Second, they try to create new language that will give non-patriarchal dimension to people's lives or language to effectively demystify patriarchy. Third, feminist critics reclaim words used to straitjacket masculinity and femininity and thereby infuse them with new meaning. Man-made words become further entrenched when societies create dictionaries that discern what a real word is. Dictionary quickly become the definitive authority for the words excluded and included in our language. Feminists are interested in making visible the current and inadequate language system in our culture. Also, women strive to symbolically present and thus legitimate experience they could not previously explain. For example, words such as sexual harassment did not exist until the second wave of feminism took root in the 1970s. We want to make our own dictionary, definitions, and utilizing, explain, and names how language functions to regulate femininity and masculinity, and create or reinvent language that expand the possibilities of gender. Because I think both women and men should feel free to be sensitive. Because I think both women and men should feel free to be sensitive. And both women and men should feel free to be strong. Come off from this context, masculinity and femininity. Thank you.